Happy Sunday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in on this last Sunday of the year 2020. Cannot even believe that this is our last Sunday. So I titled my message today, 5 Lessons from COVID. This message was actually inspired by a post that I saw on LinkedIn by David Abrams, and he simply titled his message, 5 Lessons from COVID. So I'm going to use 4 of those lessons and add the 5th one, which is my own. So his first one was life is short. But really what I want you to think about is truly, what does that mean to you? What does you being alive mean to you? You woke up this morning, you're going to go to bed tonight, so you still have life. But what does it really mean for you to be alive in your own words? What does that mean for you? So seriously think about it. So life is short. We had a text message this morning that from a friend of ours that a 6-year-old boy lost his life to a farming accident. 6 years old. And then we also received a prayer request in one of the community groups that I'm in for a woman pleading for prayers for a miracle for her husband who's been in the ICU for 15 days dealing with COVID. He has pneumonia and he has tubes in his chest. Now she has no idea if her husband's going to come home. She has no idea if she has spoken to him for the last time. But life is short. And people are just hanging on. People are struggling for life. What does it mean for you to be alive? Number 2, jobs are temporary. Do not be attached to your job as an identity. Your job is not your identity. It is something that helps to provide for our families. It helps us to be a blessing to other people, and it helps to sustain us, but it is not who we are. So if you woke up tomorrow, you have a different title, you work for a different company, that doesn't define the person that you are. That's not what makes you who you are. Number 3, your savings can save you. Here we are, we've been in COVID since March of this year, and for some people, their jobs were eliminated right away. And if they had savings, they were able to at least rely on those savings to carry them through. It is so important, friends, that we save money, that we have a cushion, that we understand what it means to be on a budget, and that we understand that, rainy days come for all of us. But to have that cushion, to understand the value of having that extra cushion to help your family. Number 4, your greatest wealth is your health. And boy, have we been tested with that, right? So we hear so often people talking about, people who are getting COVID who have underlying health issues where it's affecting them different than the people who didn't have underlying issues. And it's almost as though they get dismissed as though, well, they had issues, so, more than likely they're either going to make it or won't make it, or they'll get really sick from it, which I think is really sad. So take care of your health. If that has not been a priority for you, make sure that from this day forward, you really start to think about what it is that you can change to make your life better as far as health goes. Start to move a little bit. What can you do to switch over so that you can do the best that you can for your health? And then number 5, this is the one I came up with. Miracles are for every season. Okay, miracles are not just for a certain season. They weren't for biblical times only. They're for today. We have prayed for some things and God has shown up. God is still who he says he is. Okay, he's still performing miracles each and every single day. So do not give up. Be an intercessor for those who need prayer. Those who cannot pray for themselves, be someone who can pray for people. God is still performing miracles. He's the God of miracles. He's a great physician. He's the great I am. So do not be afraid to pray. Do not lose hope. And if you yourself need a miracle, then reach out and we'll be happy to pray with you and pray for you. But continue to believe and continue to have hope. So life is short. What does it mean for you to be alive? Ask yourself that question. Know that your job isn't your identity. It's temporary. Yes, it's great to have a job, but it's a temporary thing. It's not who you are. Your savings can save you. Make sure that you start to look at your finances, and if you don't have savings yet, make sure that is a goal that you have in 2021. Your greatest wealth is your health. Start to take care of your health and know that miracles are still for us today. So I thank you for tuning in. Make sure tomorrow that you start to write out your activity goals for the week so you know what it is that you're going to focus on and that what you want to achieve for the week. So thank you for tuning in. See you then.